There is a cup on her shelf, cracked down the middle, held together with gold. Every single person who walks into her home sees it. And every single person asks the same question. Why do you keep a broken cup? Stay with me, because her answer is going to change the way you see every broken thing in your life. There was a young woman named Nadia. Nadia was 28 years old. She had a small, warm apartment full of books and plants and morning light. And on her kitchen shelf, among all the ordinary things, sat one extraordinary thing. A simple white cup, cracked down the middle. The crack running from the rim all the way to the base, filled with gold. Not hidden, not covered, not apologized for. Filled deliberately, beautifully, with gold. Every person who came to Nadia's home noticed it. Her colleague who came for coffee stopped mid-sentence. Nadia, why do you keep a broken cup? Her sister, who came for dinner, picked it up carefully. This is cracked. Should I throw it away? No, Nadia said quietly. Please put it back. Her mother, who came one Sunday morning, stood before the shelf for a long time. That cup is broken, my darling. Why not get a new one? Nadia looked at her mother and smiled. Because a new one would not have the gold. The cup broke 3 years ago, on the worst day of Nadia's life. Not because she dropped it. She did not drop it. She threw it against the kitchen wall. Because on that day, everything she had built, everything she had believed in, everything she had given herself to, had fallen apart. The relationship she thought was forever was over. The job she had worked toward for 5 years was gone. The friendship she had trusted completely had betrayed her completely. All of it in one single week. She stood in her kitchen, surrounded by the pieces of the broken cup and the broken life. And she sat down on the floor and cried until there was nothing left. The next morning, she woke up, not healed, not fixed, not okay, just awake. She walked to the kitchen. She looked at the pieces of the cup, still on the floor. She could have swept them away, thrown them in the bin, bought a new one, started fresh, pretended it never happened. But something stopped her. She picked up every single piece, carefully, one by one. And she sat at her kitchen table with the broken pieces before her. And she thought about something she had read once. There's a Japanese art form called Kintsugi. It means golden joinery. When something breaks, instead of throwing it away, instead of hiding the damage, instead of pretending the break never happened, you repair it with gold. You fill every crack with liquid gold. And the result is not an object that looks repaired. It is an object more beautiful, more valuable, more extraordinary than it was before it broke. Because the gold does not hide the break. It honors it. It says, "Yes, this broke. And look what came through the breaking." Nadia sat at her kitchen table with the broken pieces of her cup, and she made a decision. She bought gold, not the kind for jewelry, the kind for repair. She spent 3 hours putting the cup back together, piece by piece, filling every crack with gold. When it was done, she held it up to the morning light, and what she saw stopped her breath. The cup was extraordinary, not despite the cracks, because of them. The gold running through it, catching the light, making every break visible, making every break beautiful, made it the most remarkable thing on her shelf. She placed it there, and she made herself a promise. I will not hide what broke me. I will not pretend it did not happen. I will not rush to replace what I lost before I have honored what the breaking taught me. I will fill my cracks with gold, and I will let them show. 3 years later, a young woman came to visit Nadia. Her name was Lena. Lena was 23 years old, and she was broken. Not the cup kind of broken, the kind that makes you feel like you will never be whole again. She sat at Nadia's kitchen table, barely speaking, barely present, her eyes finding the cup on the shelf. "What is that?" she asked quietly. Nadia took the cup from the shelf. She placed it on the table between them. "This," she said, "is the best thing that ever happened to me." Lena looked at the cracked golden cup. "It is broken." "Yes," Nadia said, "it is broken and filled with gold and more beautiful than it ever was before it broke." Lena looked at the cup for a long time. Then she looked at Nadia. "What broke it?" Nadia smiled. "The worst day of my life, and the best thing that ever happened to me was letting it break, instead of pretending it was fine." Lena was quiet for a moment. Then, very quietly, she said, "I feel like I am broken right now." Nadia reached across the table. She placed the golden cup, gently, in Lena's hands. "I know," she said, "and one day you are going to fill the cracks with gold, and you are going to place yourself on the shelf. And every person who walks into your life is going to stop and ask how you became so beautiful." My dear friends, Nadia and her golden cup teach us the most beautiful truth about the broken seasons of our lives. You are not ruined by what broke you. You are made more valuable by it. The cracks are not your shame. They are your gold. The broken places are not where you are weak. They are where the light gets in. Every relationship that fell apart, every dream that collapsed, every version of yourself that you had to let go of, left a crack. And every crack is an invitation. Not to hide, not to pretend, not to rush towards something new before you have honored what the breaking taught you, but to fill it with gold, with the wisdom you gained, with the strength you discovered, with the depth you never knew you had until the break revealed it. A life repaired with gold is not a lesser life. It is a more extraordinary one. So do not be ashamed of your cracks. Fill them with gold and put yourself on the shelf.